Welcome back to the invasion of Syria, my friends. We are going to be playing with the British mechanized guards here. We need to be extremely quick and extremely aggressive to take that location from the enemy. The issue here is going to be that we actually have to inflict 70% enemy casualties to get a victory on this mission. That's not going to be easy, I don't believe. So, obviously, wish us luck. There's also an aspect of defense to this mission, so the enemy will be attacking. We need to carry out a successful counterattack, and I'm not sure at what point they begin to fire upon us, so we better just be prepared. I'm actually thinking of almost bringing those snipers over and putting them in the main building here, but I think we're going to need these guys for the major push. Again, this has to also be a really, really strong counterattack for it to work, so let's do this. I'll make one exception with the leader, and the reason being, we can actually use this leader to call in some howitzer strikes. I believe we might have some actual howitzers here, but the rest of these guys are just going to push forward. In fact, we can keep that guy there. These guys, once ahead, we will open up and push them forward over there on the left side. I'll also take one of these snipers, actually, a marksman, and we'll put him in the building. L115A3 is the rifle. Oh, okay, well, we'll have to move there over time. Do the same with these guys. We'll open up with this infantry. But we're simply going to push forward over here with this vehicle and sort of hunt forward. I really do want to micromanage this. I don't just want to order, like, the entire group forward. I'm actually going to keep some of these APCs behind just to see how aggressive the enemy's going to get. And then we'll decide whether or not our boys can all attack at once to secure this objective. I'm sure High Command wants to see results, so let's make that happen. Let's get started. Of course, leaving those boys on the right defend for themselves for now. We just want to sort of take a look at the situation. A lot of olive groves. I'm not sure that's going to bring us any actual defensive bonuses, but let's see when we start taking contacts, and we'll respond in kind. Come on, boys. Take a look over there. Quite a few. Got some ATGMs there suggesting that the enemy probably is going to have some armor. Oh, I hear something. Let's see if we're spotting targets already. We better be. We might want to get our boys out and actually get over here in the ditch. Move up from there because I'm not sure what the enemy has in terms of defenses. There we go. The Republican Guard are prepared for our assault, of course. They've been told about this invasion. Let's just hope our guys can shoot the enemy down. I think this is probably a good idea as well, or a good time to get our men the hell out of these vehicles and push the rest of the men forward. This is already getting pretty interesting. And I promised I wouldn't push all these teams forward at once. I'm about to take that promise back here. Let's quick move and hunt. As for these guys in the middle, I'll probably keep them there. These guys, once again, opening up, quick moving, and hunting forward. And I want to make sure that everybody dismounts from these vehicles. Let's get out of here. And a quick move over here immediately into the sort of, I guess it's a dried up riverbed. It looks like a dried up riverbed to me either way. Quick move. Do the same with the sniper here. And I think we can even start pushing these guys a little bit more. Closer to the enemy, of course. Put some pressure on them, but the important thing is to keep the infantry moving, but also, you know, in a safe location, basically. Let's get that officer out as well. And hopefully he can start calling in some air support. Here we go, boys and girls. Man, that turned interesting quickly. Let's hope we can keep getting that effective fire. Keep it up, boys. Keep it up, keep it up, keep it up. Get out of those damn vehicles. Come on, boys. British forces, DLC. Some epic battles here, of course. Where are those artillery rounds striking as well? Doesn't seem to be striking over here. Let's hope it stays that way. Get into position, boys. Get into position. A lot of destroyed enemy vehicles there in front. Remember, guys, we're trying to get 70% casualties. That's really our biggest task right now. Oh boy. Enemy tanks at a distance. I don't like that one bit. Of course, a tremendous amount of penetrating hits on their armor, their frontal armor. it up, boys. Keep it up. Looking pretty rough over there. Looking pretty rough on the Syrian side. Of course, those enemy tanks are not making me feel even the slightest bit safer. In fact, look at that. There they are. Where are those anti-tank guided missiles? We're going to have to get these guys out for sure. This is going to be our only hope, I think, to take out that armor. Like, we can deal with their armored vehicles pretty well, but their tanks, that's a big problem. I'm not sure we really have anything capable of wiping them out. So we want to be extremely careful. Want to immediately dismount here, quick move. I don't care what happens, we just have to get them out. Those guys are already getting out. Where's that damn officer? I thought I ordered him to dismount. Let's get out. Okay, we've got an officer here. We can actually start calling in some support, but I'm not sure. Yeah, everything we have here is on-map artillery, basically mortar squads in our existing units. That doesn't seem to be working out very well for us right now, so I'm going to stop that for now. What I will do is grab this infantry unit, quick move them into this building, get on the roof. I'll do the same with the officers here. Get on that roof and keep an eye on the battlefield. Survey the battlefield, of course. Of course, we want to dismount these fellows. Hunt towards the enemy. Just make sure that we don't have any infantry unnecessarily in these vehicles. Here we go, folks. The battle continues. Gotta keep the pressure on the enemy. Maybe we can even pop through one of these tank turrets. Anything is possible here. I've seen it happen before. It's not easy, I'm not gonna lie. Just heard an ATGM. Not sure if it's one of ours or one of theirs. We do have our ATGM gunners on scene here. And there we go. Nasty hit by the enemy. At least we got most of the men out of there, but we've got to do something about these tanks. Looks like they may have already spotted the anti-tank guided missiles here. See, our guys are setting up for sure. Definitely setting up for the kill. Come on, boys. We need you now. For the love of God. Okay, there's one out. Can it hit the tank? Oh, that is a dead tank. That is a dead tank. We've got to kill some more. We're very lucky to have this cover over here. Of course, our vehicles have taken a nasty hit, but if we can keep getting shots here, we can completely wipe that armor out. Come on, boys. Come on. It's now or never. Holy hell. Things are going bad for the boys. We really need them to get back up and continue firing. We're just going to continue at this point. Just hope that these guys will get back up and continue to set up to deal with that armor. That, of course, is the biggest threat now, and now, of course, we've got additional enemy armor moving closer. Although I'm hoping that even our small arms can deal with this. We do still have quite a lot of men on the field, and I'm thinking we could probably deal with these vehicles. Let's hope so, anyway. We still got these vehicles, so I'm going to start pushing them forward. Quick move. I want to keep them at a distance so that they're not engaging the tanks, and that might be easier said than done. Let's get this guy over here. I'm just going to put him at the edge of the building and continue to hunt. I want to get all of our infantry over here in the sort of dried out riverbed, because we can actually fight from there later. We just want to, of course, take cover, be as safe as possible. And it does look like there was a penetrating hit over here on the tank. Not sure if it was one of the anti-tank guided missiles or just a lucky shot from one of our APCs. Hopefully that was a kill shot. I doubt it was. I really doubt it was. Let's see how the boys fight back. There we go. Took another pretty nice shot. Not sure if it was an RPG or what it was, but it looks like now we've got the enemy infantry finally pushing forward, trying to make a mark. And it also looks like the anti-tank guided missile team is slowly but surely coming back to their senses. Come on, guys. Come on. Got some machine gunners still targeting the enemy. I fear that we've moved too far, or too close to the enemy, though. And an ATGM team at a distance is never a good thing, either. Come on, boys. Come on. Let's get some revenge, boys. Let's get some revenge, I tell ya. Oh! We ate it, of course. Way too close, and this damn javelin is so ready to fire. But I don't think he's actually even aiming at the enemy tanks. He sort of seems to be more focused on the enemy APCs in this region. We might as well bring this guy forward again. I'll try to keep him far from the other tanks, but easier said than done. Even this guy, who I thought was, you know, in a safe distance, also got hit. There we go, ATGM, and I was wrong, he was aiming at the tank. That's going to be another tank down, I believe. Definitely makes me happy, and look at this, guys. Our men over at the dried out riverbed are absolutely engaging. Got some British infantry here. They've got eyes on the enemy, and hopefully they can make all the difference here. Let me take a look at what the enemy looks like. They've got some pretty good cover over here in the bushes. These men are crack shots. Got a few of them here as well, and hopefully we can completely stop this push now that we've wiped out those tanks. Never give up, never surrender. It's certainly an important motto, isn't it? I hope so. Look at those Syrian forces moving forward, man. We've got the entire damn Syrian army moving towards this location. Good shooting, good shooting. Alright, we've got to bring some more firepower to this location without a shadow of a doubt. Though many of our men are, of course, not in the best situation, I want to make sure that even our commander is going to be returning fire here. And with our existing vehicles, I am going to try to make a difference. I'll also go ahead and immediately just quick move these guys out here and hunt. But I want to grab this vehicle and continue to hopefully drop some rounds on the enemy. Let's hope so. I know they still have vehicles, but I'm hoping they're out of tanks. I know they're not out of tanks, though. They've got to at least have 1 or 2 tanks left. So let's do what we can with what we have. Quick move. Try to maximize that firepower. Of course, I would love to get some additional troops, some reinforcements, but I'm not expecting that's going to happen anytime soon. So again, we'll just quick move forward. We'll hunt. Let's do it, boys. I should have brought this infantry squad forward, too. Did not remember to do that. Keep it up, boys. Keep it up. They'll not take any prisoners. Survive at least until reinforcements arrive. Love the sound of the weapons here. Really love the sound of the weapons. Now that's a scary sound. Sounds like an automatic... Ooh, it's an automatic grenade launcher, but we did get a side hit over here on the IFV. Let's hope it was a kill. Let's back up there a bit. I want to see who hit it. Looks like it was Section 2. These guys are doing a tremendous job there, wiping out, of course, the vehicle, and now continuing to take the fight to the enemy. Certainly a counterattack. But how effective is this counterattack going to be? I can see a lot of Syrians getting hit, but remember, we've got to get that 70%. We've still got enemy vehicles over here that could pose a serious threat. At least the officer is fighting alongside his men. That's what I'm talking about. See, we're taking major rounds from over there. Looks like we can push our vehicle forward even more. Or you already got hit. Man, the vehicles get penetrated quickly. I know. Make all the jokes you want. Quick move here, hunt. And again, I'm hoping we can actually engage. I want to do the same with our anti-tank guided missiles. Even though they've been pretty badly hurt, I wonder if they can actually engage. Or if they're out of rounds. I think these guys are fine. Yeah, they've got more than enough to continue the fight. I'm almost tempted to get the guys out of this building and bring them forward. But let's keep things simple for now. We'll just quick move over here and hunt the rest of the way. Get the officers up here too. Let's go, boys. Guys here are going to start seeing contact very soon as well. In fact, they probably can already spot the enemy there. Just need to show them that we're going to put up a fight. We are not ready to walk away from this battlefield. Not even close. There we go. Nice, nice. Look at that. Look at that. We gotta stop the ATGM there. Come on, pick up an armored target for God's sakes. I think we're sending the guys over here at the edge of the river falling back. Or at least taking complete cover. We killed most of them there in that group. We just need to keep this up. When he's about to fire this baby. Are we going to be able to take out another one of the enemy's vehicles? There we go. That's an ATGM out. Boom! Beautiful hit. We're even hitting the guys over here in the trench that just evac'd the vehicle. Guys, I think we're off to just a sublime start. Even though we took a really nasty hit early on in this battle, I feel like we could turn this around in the name of the Queen. It's exactly what we're about to do here. In fact, I'm even going to grab this infantry group that's fighting on top of the building. We're going to bring them forward. Everybody is going to be here for this fight. The only shame is, of course, the lack of vehicles. I'll have to explain our loss of mechanized vehicles. You can see over here that our medics, are actually helping the men that are down. So the situation is as under control as it can be right now. Let's keep going. The fight is not over yet. Not even close to being over. Look at that. Got a lot of enemy activity over here, and they seem to be falling back. I'm not so sure over here. I think they're just kind of taking cover. Keep it up, boys. Keep it up. Two of the boys did die coming out up here just to engage the enemy, but they got a beautiful kill out of it. You could see the vehicle burning off in the distance, and I think it was necessary to hold our position. Now we've got some reinforcements arriving, or at least replacements. Let's call them replacements. We can hopefully engage the enemy quite sufficiently over here. Full ammunition, ready to fire. Now remember, guys, we need to get that 70% casualty rating, so I don't know if we're even close to that. We better hope that we are, of course. Okay, they're already going for the hunt. Let's do the same here. Go straight for the hunt, try to get into a gunfight. I think these guys are already doing a great job. I am shocked that they've used so much ammunition. They still have plenty of ammunition left, but I'm not sure how long that's going to continue for. As for the support, we can try to bring on an off-map mortar. So here's what I'm going to try to do. Is I'm going to try to call it over here on this enemy area target. So basically where they've got a tremendous amount of their infantry. Alright, 3. Heavy, long. We're going to make it personnel, so really trying to target the infantry. 5 minutes confirmed. I'm hoping that they'll start to group up here. I'd like to push these guys forward and force the enemy back a bit. And maybe we can catch them off guard in that situation and actually do a lot of damage. Quick move and hunt the rest of the way as well. Keep the gunfight going, boys. England will win this day. Not just England, mind you. Northern Ireland and Scotland and Wales as well. There we go. Oh boy. Yeah, this first group, I mean, they were doing a wonderful job initially, but they have taken a lot of casualties, of course, exchanging gunfire with the Syrians over here. It was a crazy fight. You can see they took out a lot of these Syrians. What I'd love to do is take out that BMP. It's going to be a problem. Looks like one of our infantry teams has already been forced back. Haven't taken any casualties, but they know what's coming. They definitely know what's coming. Might have to switch that mortar round to general, so that we can potentially kill some of their vehicles here. I'm almost tempted to completely change that mission, as a matter of fact. Let's try and call in some 51mm mortars. No line of sight, no line of sight. Huh. Never mind. Adjust. Yeah, I want to see if I can get, like, over here. It's not, we still have to stick with personnel, but at least we're adjusting the fire a bit. It'll be quite a bit more effective, I believe. Let's make sure that every single one of our groups is firing back, is returning fire. And let's move forward. Tracer is just flying across this battlefield. Oh! We need that supporting fire now, boys. Get the mortars in here. Yeah, these boys are getting the hell out, falling back to the final location. Love those rifle grenades. Just love those rifle grenades. Come on, guys. We need those mortars. We desperately need that mortar support. Keep it up. That's what I like to see, a little bit of gunfire from over here. Plenty of squads still capable of fighting, of course, but the enemy's at quite a distance now. You can just see all of our rounds flying towards them, though. So many of them trying to cross this this tiny canal area. Can I even call that a canal? Like this tiny stream. What I hate is, of course, those continuous rounds. There we go, trying to break the hill. Can we stop that? Put an end to it, boys. Another enemy vehicle approaching, of course, never a good thing. We desperately need that mortar support, and I mean desperately. I'm going to see if we can even call in something a little bit closer here on map artillery. It is denied currently. No surprise there. We need every man fighting, so I'm going to actually fall back to the main base with this guy. With this driver, he's got a weapon. Pretty good one, too. So, get him over here to the roof. And see if we can call anything in with this officer on top. Once again, everything is denied on map. So we're just going to keep things as they are. We're basically hiding amongst the rubble. of our vehicles, hoping to survive to the end of the battle. Got a pretty nice firing position, a lot of locations to fire from, but I don't know if we can ultimately get a victory here. We are not going to go down without a fight, though. That's for sure. Look at that squad of Syrians running across. Look at that. They're getting quite brave here. We need some closer shots, guys. Some more accurate shots. Come on. Good shooting. May have taken one down. A little too early to tell. Let's get that mortar support, for God's sake. These guys are going to be okay on the left. And I think he just said enemy chief's dead, if I'm not mistaken. Yep, we got one. One guy down right there. My concern is all of the guys over here, and hopefully our mortars will deal with them over here in the bushes. There are some mortars. A little close to us, though. Let's keep it going. Let's hope that they get a little closer to the enemy, otherwise we'll have to adjust fire. Stand by, officer. 6th platoon. Commander's not going to let himself be taken alive. Now, that had to be one of the enemy shots. It was only a single shot, unless the spotter is down. No. There we go. This is what we need. Get ready, boys. Oh, that's too close. That's on us. That's on us. That's friendly fire. Men are falling back once again. We're gonna see what happens. We'll give it another minute here. You can see they're now coming for the main compound. We can still hold out. There we go. That's more effective. That's much more effective. Directly on top of them. We need those kind of shots, guys. Keep it up. Keep it up.
Fire for effect. Out.
Fire at will. There we go. That's what I like to see. Not even going to move. I wanted to hunt from here, but I think we just want to watch the fireworks at this point. There we go. Come on. That's it, boys. Save our hides. Save our hides. Looks like just airburst rounds. I don't know if that's what it is, but any infantry underneath these bad boys is gonna take quite a smack. Still a huge amount of infantry over there. We could switch fire and actually get the mortars to strike over there, where I think there is probably a huge amount of enemy infantry. But I don't know. I mean, this is pretty good. It's, of course, targeting the area we need to be targeted. Look at that. We just landed a shot that killed 2 of them. Maybe we should keep it going. Yeah, I think we should. Now, apparently, I can also call in 51mm mortar. So let me see what I can do in terms of an area target here. It's a pretty small area target. But I'm hoping we can still get some hits here. Of course, one major part of this mission, as you guys know, is stacking up casualties. Making sure that we have a lot of casualties on the enemy side. So anything that achieves that goal is going to be the right thing to do here. Gotta get revenge for all the boys we've lost. Damn, the MPs are making things very difficult.
Hello, round complete. Recognition out.
Here we go. Anti-tank guided missile.
Shock, over. Shock.
It's gonna hit the one back here, and it actually hit the armored skirt. We missed a kill on that. I was hoping he would fire at this guy right here. Hold your positions, men. Hold your positions. We are out of javelins with that team, that's for sure. I think we got to spread these boys out a bit, so I'm going to quick move him here. We've already got 2 squads hanging out in this area. We're just going to kind of have like a circular, well, not even a circular, but a C-shaped line, an oval-shaped line over here. It's sort of our final stronghold. I'm looking over here to also see if any of these teams have an anti-tank guided missile or anything like that. Unfortunately, I think we're out of luck, so we just have to hope that everything goes well from here, basically. Here we go. And of course, that support is going to be very helpful.
Shock, over. Shock, out.
It's going to be the on-map artillery for sure. And you can see the medic trying to help the men, getting quite a few of them back up. That's what we need, man. We need to hold on. And I'm just hoping that we really stacked up the casualties in this area with that bombardment. We need to absolutely sap the Syrian army's will to fight. Oh, I hear some mortars.
Shock, over. Shock, out.
Maybe we should move the marksman up a little bit more so we can start firing over there. Maybe even move him back here, like fall from this position back to where the armor is. I'm not sure. But I think I'm going to try that with the sniper. So I'll grab the sniper, quick move him back here. Same with our commander over in this area. The rest of the guys, we will leave them, just to have them stay put. But I think the enemy is also too afraid to get close to our vehicles here, maybe thinking that we might still have some vehicles alive. So we have to keep on fighting from this location. Hold the infantry back at least. Men will speak of this day for centuries to come. Thought it was going to be an easy walk-in, and clearly it isn't, into Syria. Another one down, another one down, another one bites the dust. It's just a shame that, we don't have 1 or 2 more vehicles, which really tear things up here. But at least the enemy is afraid to push forward. And I'm still not seeing that, that mortar strike. I see some mortars, they're quite close to our front lines. Let's keep going, guys. This is amazing. We're still holding. A few enemy officers approaching, too. If we get a lucky shot there, that would be amazing. But I'm seeing these mortars landing way too close to our men. Not even slightly close to where I called them in, by the way. Unless this is, of course, enemy mortar fire. Which I suppose it could be. Alright, a lot more movement on that side, but hopefully, yes, it is the enemy running. I thought they might be charging, but no way. Even with our unit falling back, they know better than to push. I think I know what happened. The spotter is hit really bad. One of our mortars was knocked out. I don't know how close we can get, but if we could just kind of get in this general area. feel like we get very lucky. Let's try 3 heavy, long, per general. Nope. I need to redo it because it cannot be immediate. If it's immediate, I really don't even think it's going to be successful. 2 heavy, long, general, 5 minutes,
Hello,
confirmed.
fire mission, over.
We shall fight to the end. I'm going to push this unit out over here. They seem to fight really well, like when they're near a vehicle. Sort of have the cover, the additional cover there that the vehicle provides. Come on, boys. Can't wait till we get some medics down here.
Fire mission, out.
But we can't do it right now. Still very quiet on the battlefield there again. I think they're too afraid to push. And so this could wind up being just a really annoying stalemate. There we go. We've got some more contacts. Looks like they might be making that extra push. I think our officers are going to hold the line, though. I certainly hope so. There we go. There we go. We're getting some effective mortar fire, guys. Let's hope this continues. I think just a note, you know, I always like to show the good and the bad on this channel. I don't just refuse to show a video because I get a loss in it or anything. I really want to show you guys everything. As long as I give it my all and I don't just rage quit, it will be something that I'll probably still put up. And I think this was such a fun fight. Certainly not what I was expecting, but I'm still glad that we had a fight here. We underestimated the enemy army big time, but hopefully we're making up for it here in the end. It feels like it. It feels like we're knocking out a lot of enemy troops here towards the end of the battle. Let's keep it going. Let's take a look over there at their lines. And what we're really trying to do, of course, is get the artillery call in for that location. There we go. That's pretty nice. Again, pretty close, especially if the enemy's trying to do a push. If we're not seeing them, they could be a lot closer than we're imagining here. That would, of course, stop them from being able to push over here at all. Another one down. Good shooting, boys. Got quite a few trying to push through here, as you can see. We've killed many of them, of course, but look at that. Thinks he's being clever. It's just a gunner. I actually think he's actually from one of the vehicles that we took out with an ATGM, so not necessarily something we need to worry about. Oh yeah. Another one. They're not going to make it to our front lines. I think now they're underestimating us, which is leading to a really high kill count. And there we go. We might still be able to call in this support. I really hope so, guys. Just imagine being able to actually hit the enemy with some pretty heavy ordnance and knock out some of their vehicles, perhaps. Oh yeah, oh yeah. That's not where we called it, but better than on top of our heads. I do wish we had some close Apache air support here. This is not that kind of battle, unfortunately. There we go. There we go.
Shot over. Shot out.
Glad they also didn't push this side on the left. And I think we probably could have saved even more men's lives had we sent everybody immediately to this, this sort of sunken river area. I just didn't think it would be necessary at the time. There we go. That hit is getting really close. And I think, look at that. Wow, we may have actually hit the vehicle without realizing it. We did. I think we knocked out some of their vehicles here with these shots.
Fire for effect. Out.
Eyes on target, boys. Eyes on target. You can see our officer, of course, kind of keeping an eye here with those binoculars. There we go. Another close hit. Look at that. Devastating. Devastating. Yes. Yes, boys. We are just raining hell down upon them. Every single one of these vehicles was destroyed. The only shame is we didn't hit the infantry all hiding back there. Unbelievable, guys. That was... I was not expecting that. Very effective. We knocked out every single one of their BMPs here. I have no idea if they had men inside, but I'm hoping we got some collateral damage there. And it wasn't just the BMPs, but also maybe some infantry close by. We essentially set up a little ambush zone over here in the wrecked vehicles. We made do with what we had, and that's what I love about this particular fight. We still made do with what we had, even though it wasn't much, and caused some pretty tremendous enemy casualties here. Enemy is toast in that location. I can only imagine how much damage our artillery strikes did. Alright guys, 1 minute mark. We are almost at the end of the battle. It's amazing. One crazy thing is it looks like the enemy did manage to push some units forward here, so what we're going to do is we are simply going to hunt in that location, hopefully get lucky there towards the end of the fight, get a few more kills. Although I think it's pretty much over. I would guess that even the Syrian army would be willing to accept a ceasefire here, probably just not knowing what else we have, and probably anticipating that we still have a few vehicles left. We're able to keep them in line with just our infantry, so it was a glorious day, a successful day, if I do say so myself. Even though, well, we lost every single vehicle in the fight. So in terms of money spent, well, yeah, we wasted a huge portion of the military budget, but we killed a bunch of enemies and hopefully accomplished our mission there with 70%. I'm really hoping we did. Come on, get him, get him, get him. Cowards. Another one of our boys hit. I don't like that. Hopefully it's just a wound, but you can see the enemy still fighting back. They would not break this line, though. I'm absolutely confident they would not break this line unless we ran out of actual ammunition. There we go. British Army tactical defeat. As you can see, 73 men killed on our side, 47 men killed on the enemy side. It was just an absolute kick in the ass. Let's just be honest here. Nonetheless, guys, I hope you enjoyed watching. Thank you so much for stopping by. Don't forget to hit that like button, drop a comment down below, and subscribe. If you'd like us to show our defeats as well, let me know in the comments down below. Or if you just want us to show victories, then let me know. I learned from my defeats in many cases, and this is no exception. Take care, folks.